We interrupt the internet with breaking news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the only show where Till Death Do Us Part is apparently just the first order slide waiver. In the blue corner, Bob, 1 dry blazer, 0 destination vows. In the red corner, the news, 9 ceremonies, roughly 8,500 miles, 4 Guinness attempts, and a wedding dress entering tonight with a lifeguard. Tonight, Bob versus a wedding tour that heard "Make a Splash" and filed it as a business plan. Good evening, wherever you are. I hope you're dressed for the occasion, not occasionally drowning at a water park dress, just regularly dressed. A North Dakota couple held 9 wedding ceremonies across the country to spend more time with family and friends. That is sweet. They then added Guinness World Records because love can no longer simply exist. It needs witnesses, drones, and a man with a clipboard saying, technically, that counts. Bob lands first. He's attacking the wedding industrial complex before it attacks his credit card. 9 weddings isn't a ceremony. It's a residency. At ceremony 6, Grandma isn't crying because she's moved. She's asking whether the bride has a season pass. The news counters with repetition. The vows are doing cardio. I admire spending hours with each guest instead of 10 rushed minutes at a reception. But by wedding 9, your cousin isn't a guest. He's a roadie yelling, "Play the first dance!" A sharp finish from Bob. The family table has become merch sales. Bob takes the round, but the news has already put a wristband on him. The Wisconsin stop happened on top of a 60-foot water slide. That is not a venue. That is where your phone dies while your nephew eats a churro. A wet right hand from the news. Bob's dignity has entered the lazy river. The bride wore a wedding dress designed for the slide. Bridal fashion now needs drainage, flotation, and a warning label. Do not iron while screaming. Bob's working the seams. This is expert tailoring under pressure. Then they put life jackets over the wedding clothes. Life jackets. Nothing says eternal devotion like fluorescent foam that smells like sunscreen and 400 children. Devastating. The news has produced a visual so powerful it owes Bob a towel. If your wedding photo includes a lifeguard holding a whistle, you're not married. You've completed a safety drill with cake. A moral victory for Bob, and those are famously non-refundable. They attempted the record for most rides down a water slide by a bride in a wedding dress. The previous record was 0. 0 is not a record. 0 is civilization clearing its throat. The news searches. History wasn't made. It was lightly chlorinated. And after 2 rounds, the news leads, but Bob is not far behind. I demand a drug test for the judges, specifically for pool chemicals. The commission has declined comment and opened a beach chair. Then the couple said they would decide where to file their marriage license based on where they had the best experience. Bob has found the legal banana peel. That's not how you choose a courthouse. That's how you pick brunch. Kentucky was lovely, but Ontario had better towels. So that's where the marriage counts. The news scores on ambiance. Bob has never seen romance filtered by towel quality. Imagine the county clerk. Any questions before signing? Yes. Does the license include late checkout with a wet bar? Bob fights for dry land. The crowd is standing mostly to avoid the puddle. They attempted 4 Guinness records. 4. At that point, you aren't newlyweds. You're a traveling halftime show. The officiant is just a guy yelling, "For the love of God, stay together." That's the bell. The news goes the distance. The dress goes down the slide. And Bob's blazer files for emotional separation. After 3 rounds, the news wins 26-19. 26-19. I lost to a marriage with more tour dates than most bands. I support love. I just think it should dry completely between cities. What we learned. We learned 1 wedding is a commitment. 9 weddings is a franchise agreement. We learned a life jacket is not formal wear. It is now bridal wear. And we learned never let a county clerk compete with a water slide gift shop. Your winner by unanimous decision, The News. It retained the title after drowning Bob in vows, lace, and administrative vibes. Until next time, good night, stay weird, stay dry, and if you're invited to a 10th wedding, bring a gift receipt and a poncho.